Brooklyn Independent Television.
This is the old abandoned Daily News plant on 3rd Avenue in Brooklyn. It's been closed since 1996. The newspapers and delivery trucks, long gone. So what do you do with an empty building like this? Well, the outside looks pretty much the same, but on the inside, it's been totally redesigned into a rock climbing gym, where patrons are willing to pay $20 a pop to risk their lives. This Brooklyn Boulder idea is the brainchild of 25-year-old Lance Penn, who along with his two business partners from college put together a business plan, secured funding, and then after graduating decided to set up shop in Brooklyn.
So these are top ropes, and right now
he says that business decision was a no-brainer.
Well, basically they saw in Massachusetts, back when there was only one rock climbing gym, a need for more rock climbing gyms because the one they went to was full all the time. And it wasn't as close to the city center as it should have been. But then in the past, 5-6 years since the business plan was written, there have been 5 or 6 climbing gyms that popped up in Boston. So Steve and I live here in Brooklyn, and we noticed that there's no climbing gym whatsoever in all of the city. And we thought, why not bring it home and make it easy for ourselves?
Because you're a Brooklynite.
Yes, we both live in Brooklyn.
So now why Brooklyn?
Well, Brooklyn is the most populous borough and one of the most populous cities in the entire world. And this is like one of the best parts. It's right near Atlantic Center, which is like one of the biggest subway lines. So our focus is making it accessible to the people, which is what we noticed it wasn't before.
Who knew there'd be an immediate following of local rock climbing enthusiasts? Well, according to Lance, based on feedback they got when they used Facebook to announce the gym's September grand opening, they used that information to prove there was an untapped market for boulder-loving Brooklynites, just waiting for something to happen.
But then we came here and they were willing to make it smaller for us, but then we saw the whole space and we're like, why? Why make it smaller? It should be bigger. There's going to be a huge need for it. We put out feelers. We had a Facebook account, set up to see how many people were interested. We had over 300 people in that group, so we decided, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's make it big. We'll make it the largest climbing gym on the East Coast, which is what it is.
So with the business plan in one hand and a promissory note to finance the project in the other, Brooklyn Boulder became a reality in September after 6 months of intense hands-on work.
Yes, this is our scale. This is our scale replica of the Brooklyn Bridge. As you can see, the perfect arches, and people love to go up and down it all the time. Okay, so first you have to draw. So we learned Google SketchUp, which is an awesome tool, by the way.
Oh, you had to design?
Design, yeah. We made it all, and we made it look nice.
So this is original?
Original, oh yeah. Everything here was made, from the mind of Stephen Spaeth and Matthew Elliott and a few other engineers, David Spaeth. Traditionally, it was like some 3D Vectorworks program that requires all kinds of. But Google SketchUp, you and I could use. That's how user-friendly it is. And then they make a version that's not free, and that's with all the precise numbers and all. So they use that, put this place together, and then overbuilt everything. We did all the research ourselves, and we did hire an architect to figure out what was going on. Then we hired an expediter. But really, those are only things to speed the process. It doesn't matter what knowledge you have, that there's certain ways people do things that you can never duplicate as a first-time business owner, that you got to play the game.
So 2 months ago, this wasn't even a reality in this neighborhood in Brooklyn. What do you think about this business idea?
It's really incredible. I can't say how important it is for Brooklyn, actually overall. Like, people come all over the city to come here. Basically, what it provides is a community that's just unprecedented in Brooklyn.
It's been a couple of weeks. What do you think?
Oh, it's been great. It's actually been a little more than that for us. We joined a little bit early and we live in the neighborhood, and it's been wonderful. It's a great community. It's something I think this part of Brooklyn really needed. So there's a lot of very grateful people here.
You have to make more than $10,000 a month in order to stay open.
Yep.
Okay, why are you doing this?
Because it can be done. Every time someone buys a bottle of water, we're making some money. Every time someone volunteers, we're saving some money. Every time a new kid has a birthday party, he introduces his kid friends and his parents who have jobs in corporations. and it will grow. For now, it's hard. Soon, it may be better.
Okay, you Brooklyn rock climbers, go for it. Brooklyn Boulders got something for everyone. Well, except for me, of course. For Sector B, I'm Fred Brown.
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.